This movie resonates with me because I grew up in the years of duck and cover. We had to go under the desk because the bomb was about to go off, as if being under the desk would save us from the explosion and the fallout.
Yeah.
This fear that they instilled in us in those years is with me to this day. Why did you want to take this on?
I mean, for a lot of those reasons. I grew up in the United Kingdom in the 80s. I was a teenager in the early 80s. It was very similar. It was a time of great fear about nuclear Armageddon. When I was 12 or 13, myself and all my friends, we were all convinced that we were going to die in a nuclear holocaust. And I think the first time I encountered the name Oppenheimer was in Sting's song, Russians, from 1985. He talks about Oppenheimer's deadly toy.
Yes.
And it sort of stuck with me. And over the years, I got more and more interested in it to the point where finding out, and I had a reference to this in my last film, Tenet, I put it in dialogue, but it found out that Oppenheimer and his fellow scientists, you know, at the 11th hour, you know, as they're about to detonate the first ever atomic device, they realized they could not completely eliminate the possibility that they'd set fire to the atmosphere and destroy the whole world.
Yes.
And yet they went ahead and pushed that button on behalf of all of us, changed the world.
Well, they were afraid that Hitler was going to get the bomb too.
They were in a race against the Nazis.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes the story to me so interesting. They weren't naive scientists who just didn't think about what they were bringing into the world. They felt they had no choice. And looking at the historical facts, I don't think they did have a choice at the time.
I have to tell you, I'm definitely not a science nerd. My husband is. He was a chemistry major of all things in college. We loved this movie. It made science digestible and tangible combined with the history, and it's beautifully done. I can't imagine it's not going to win all the awards. Just my opinion. The cast especially was fantastic. You have Cillian Murphy, who plays Oppenheimer, just fantastic. Of course, Robert Downey Jr., who I kept on saying to my husband, is that Iron Man? Like, it just, you brought something out in him I've never seen. Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, Florence Pugh. You famously, though, interestingly, hand-deliver scripts to your actors, and they're printed on red paper, which Robert Downey Jr. says gives them a hypnotic quality. Is that a recruitment tactic that you use? And did you have certain actors in mind when you were writing the script?
Yeah, well, to take the last part first, I try not to think of actors when I'm writing. Because if you're writing to something Robert Downey Jr. has done before, you're going to limit what the character could be. You're going to limit how you could challenge that actor. So I try, and with this, it wasn't too difficult because these are real historical people. So you can look at the research, you can look at everything that's going on, and you have them in your head as you're writing. Then when you're finished, you get to indulge in the kind of exciting moment of like, okay, who could this be? And in the case of Oppenheimer, I'm adapting a book called American Prometheus by Kai Bird and Martin Sherwin. It's sitting on my desk with this incredible picture of the real Oppenheimer and this intense blue-eyed stare. And you think, yeah, I know who can do that.
Yeah. Wow.
Cillian Murphy, I've worked with him for 20 years, but never been able to pick up the phone and say, this is it, you're going to play the lead, you're going to take center stage. And that was a thrill and a real privilege. But with Robert Downey Jr., I mean, we all know what an incredible movie star he is and what he's done for audiences over the last few years. But he's always been one of the great actors of his generation. And so to be able to kind of get him on board, hand deliver a script, the red script, watch him read it, and then immediately want to talk to him about it.
Where do you get all that red paper? Well, Christopher, one of the things as you speak about the personal nature of how you, you know, probably the excitement calling these people sometimes and saying you got the lead or the personal scripts. These A-listers have claimed, lots of them, that they'd be willing to do pretty much anything just for the chance to work with you. Recently, Matt Damon was in the headlines because he was in a therapy session with his wife and said he would take a break from acting with the caveat, unless Christopher Nolan called. So what's your reaction to that?
First, to specify, I'm pretty sure that's the first time my name has come up in his couples therapy session.
We're going to hope.
So we're going to hope. No, it's a huge compliment. It really, one of the great privileges of my job, having done it for years and having been fortunate enough to work with so many incredible talents, is to be able to make those calls and sit with somebody like Emily Blunt or Florence Pugh, Matt Damon, and just be able to say,
Wonderful.
I've got a challenge for you here. There's something you can come in and do for us. How about it? You know, and have them, you know, be willing to take that call and willing to read the script. You know, it's a great thrill of my job.
Well, I also hear Emily Blunt got you a special gift when filming Wrapped. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes.
What was it?
Do you want to tell us about it?
Well, she gave me a pair of Ugg boots, Ugg slippers, actually, as a wrap gift, which for people who've been on a set, people who know how it works, you know, we're there, losing the light, things happening, okay, we need the actors to come, we need the actors to come. And sometimes they'll come straight from wardrobe, but they'll have these big coats on top, and they'll be wearing these big Ugg boots because the shoes of the character are uncomfortable, you know, the 1940s shoes. And that used to drive me crazy. You know, I would be, you know, immediately saying to her, can you please just get rid of the boots, put the shoes on, let's go, ready to go, and whatever. And she got so sick of me saying that time after time. That was
She
her
thought you
little...
should join them.
She thought I should
fight
join
them.
the cult of Ugg boots.
Have you worn them yet? They're comfy.
They are pretty comfortable.
I have to tell you, we do exactly the same thing, and it's not 1940 shoes, it's 2023, but they're torture chambers, and we get to that place with the slippers. But I wanted to ask you about something that caused a lot of buzz last week. It's, you know, this movie has gotten so much press, and it was a big deal at the London premiere last week when the cast walked out in solidarity with the writers and actors strike. So what message do you hope that sends, and what was that moment like?
It was a very bittersweet moment. I mean, we were all there together, having the actors share that moment on the red carpet, but knowing they would have to, as Matt put it, down tools and go on strike. I'm in the Writers Guild. I've been on strike for, you know, 2.5 months. SAG has now joined, and it's a very necessary action. We're very much in support of the working writers, the working actors. This is not about Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon. It's not about myself. It's about working writers and working actors trying to pay their mortgages, trying to keep food on the table.
Yeah.
The companies we all work for, they've changed their business models over the last few years unilaterally, and the deals have not been changed to accommodate that. And it's just one of those moments. It comes along every few decades where action has to be taken, and hopefully it could be as swift and swiftly resolved as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Christopher, I'm so excited you were who decided to take on this project with Oppenheimer. And the movie raises a lot of important questions that kind of parallel now about the consequences of technology and how it could change the world for better or for worse. And I find that there may be some parallels to artificial intelligence. You've got some of the big tech leaders telling us, you know, we need to stop this. This could go too far and have consequences. Are you worried that the future of AI could be as concerning as some of the unforeseen consequences of nuclear weapons?
I'm actually slightly comforted by the fact that a lot of the AI researchers, the leading people that you talk to about this, they actually refer to this moment right now as their Oppenheimer moment, because they are looking to his story to say, okay, what are our responsibilities as researchers, as scientists, putting a technology out into the world that may have terrible unintended consequences? So it's a similar moment right now. I also feel, however, that, you know, as with any technological tool going out, there are good sides and bad sides to it. I do think that the nuclear threat is a singular threat against humanity. I think that what Oppenheimer and his fellow scientists did in changing the world, they gave mankind the power to destroy itself. And even when I think of my own worst fears for how AI might get out in the world and you know, all the science fiction scenarios we've heard about over the years, they tend to involve AI's involvement with nuclear weapons. So, you know, in a sense, I do view the nuclear threat as, you know, its own thing to be continually worried about it. I mean, you're talking about duck and cover drills.
Yes.
Our fear of nuclear weapons ebbs and flows with the geopolitical situation.
Of course.
But it shouldn't. The threat never goes away.
Never
the
goes
weapons
away.
are there,
And
they're
more
on
countries are
standby.
getting nuclear
and more,
weapons.
exactly.
And, you know, I like to take vacation trips that have some historical significance. I've been to Normandy, I've been to Dachau, I've been to many places like that. That's my idea of a vacation.
Yeah. It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
And I do. And I went to Los Alamos.
Right.
Very interesting trip. It's scary to even be in the room. That's how dangerous and horrifying the nuclear age is.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing it to our attention. I hope people will watch the movie. Christopher Nolan, thank you.